Chapter 4. Your attention is your identity.
Where is your attention right now? Not just in this moment, over the last week, the last month, the last year. Where has your attention actually been going? Not where you wish it went, not where you think it should go. Where has it actually been flowing? Because here's the truth. You become what you consistently give your attention to, regardless of your intentions or aspirations. It doesn't matter what your goals are. It doesn't matter what you tell yourself you're working toward. It doesn't matter what you post about or talk about or dream about. What matters is where your attention goes, because attention is the raw material of identity. Where it goes, you follow. Think about your day yesterday. How many hours did you spend on your phone? How much time scrolling social media, watching videos, consuming content created by other people about their lives, their thoughts, their achievements? Now compare that to how much time you spent creating, building, executing on the thing you say matters most to you. The ratio between consumption and creation is the ratio between who you say you are and who you actually are. If you spend hours consuming content about discipline while binge-watching videos and scrolling feeds, your identity is being shaped by consumption, not creation. You're not becoming disciplined, you're becoming a consumer of disciplined content. There's a massive difference. Your brain doesn't care about your intentions, it cares about repetition. Every time you repeat a behavior, you strengthen the neural pathway associated with that behavior. Every time your attention flows in a particular direction, you make it easier for your attention to flow that direction again. So if you spend 3 hours a day scrolling, you're not just wasting time, you're training yourself to be a scroller. You're building the identity of someone whose default state is passive consumption. And then you wonder why focus feels impossible, why discipline is so hard, why you can't seem to stick to anything. It's because you've trained yourself to be someone else. That's the key. Your attention is not neutral. It's not just passing time. Every moment of attention is a vote for the kind of person you're becoming. Every time you choose where to direct your focus, you're choosing who you are. And most people are voting against themselves thousands of times a day without realizing it. You say you want to build a business, then you spend your working hours refreshing email and checking notifications. You say you want to master a skill, then you give your practice time to scrolling and entertainment. You say you want mental toughness, then you give your attention to comfort and distraction. Your attention is creating you, and you're letting it flow to things that create the wrong person. Now here's what makes this worse. Distraction isn't a technology problem. It's a self-trust problem. Everyone blames their phone, the algorithm, social media, technology, as if these things have power over you that you don't have over yourself. That's not the problem. The problem is what happens every time you break a commitment to yourself. You sit down to work. You tell yourself you're going to focus for 1 hour, no phone, no distractions. That's the commitment. That's what you decided. 15 minutes in, you check your phone. What just happened? You broke your word to yourself. You told yourself you'd do something, and then you didn't do it. And your brain registered that. It logged the evidence that you can't be trusted. Every time you break a commitment to yourself, checking your phone during focus time, abandoning the task you scheduled, quitting the workout early, you teach yourself that your word means nothing. This erosion of self-trust is why discipline feels impossible. It's not because you lack willpower. It's not because the task is too hard. It's because you've trained yourself not to believe your own commitments. You've accumulated so much evidence that you don't follow through, that you can't stick to plans, that you abandon what you start, that when you make a new commitment, your brain doesn't take it seriously. Why would it? You've proven thousands of times that you don't mean what you say to yourself. That's the real cost of distraction. Not the wasted time, the destroyed self-trust. And self-trust is the foundation of everything. You can't build discipline without it. You can't build consistency. You can't build mental toughness. Because all of those things require that when you tell yourself you're going to do something, you believe it. Right now, you don't believe it. And you know you don't believe it. That's why every goal feels overwhelming before you start. That's why every commitment feels fragile. Because you already know, based on your history, that you probably won't follow through. You have a choice. You can continue operating this way. You can keep breaking commitments to yourself, letting your attention leak to whatever's most stimulating in the moment, slowly eroding what little self-trust you have left. Or you can rebuild it, starting now. The protocol requires an attention audit and ruthless boundaries around your focus. For the next 30 days, you track every hour like it's currency. Because it is. Your attention is the most valuable resource you have. It's more valuable than money because you can always make more money. You can't make more time and you can't reclaim attention you've already given away. So you track it. You write down, hour by hour, where your attention went. Not what you meant to do, not what you wish you did, what you actually did. Work, 2 hours. Phone, 3 hours. Social media, 90 minutes. TV, 2 hours. Creating, 30 minutes. This isn't about judgment, this is about reality. You need to see clearly and undeniably where your life energy is actually flowing. Because right now, you're lying to yourself about it. You tell yourself you don't have time to work on your goals. But the audit will show you spend 2 hours a day on apps that don't matter. You tell yourself you're focused, but the audit will show you're fragmented across 20 different stimuli. The audit gives you truth, and truth is where change begins. Then you eliminate, ruthlessly, you eliminate optional notifications, every single one. Your phone doesn't get to interrupt you anymore. Apps don't get to demand your attention whenever they want it. You decide when you engage, not them. You delete apps that steal focus, the ones you open unconsciously, the ones you scroll on autopilot, the ones that give you nothing but take hours. They're gone. Off your phone. Out of your environment. You don't need their permission. You don't need social media's permission to delete it. You don't need entertainment's permission to stop consuming. You don't need anyone's permission to take control of your own attention. And then you create physical barriers between you and distraction. Phone goes in another room during work, not on silent next to you, in another room. If you need it, you have to get up and walk to get it. That friction is enough to break the automatic reach. Browser extensions that block distracting sites. Not just during work hours, during all hours except a designated window. You give yourself 1 hour a day, maximum, for optional internet. The rest of the time, it's blocked. This isn't about productivity. This isn't about squeezing more work out of your day. This is about proving to yourself that you control where your life energy flows. This is about rebuilding self-trust by keeping commitments to yourself. Small ones at first. I will not check my phone for 1 hour. Then you don't. You feel the urge, you acknowledge it, and you don't do it. That's a kept commitment. That's evidence that you can trust yourself. That's a vote for the identity of someone who has control. And you do it again, and again, and again, until the kept commitments outweigh the broken ones, until your brain starts to believe that when you say something, you mean it. That's the key. Self-trust isn't built through big dramatic gestures. It's built through small, repeated demonstrations that you follow through, that your word means something, that when you commit, you execute. Here's your 4th protocol assignment. Conduct your attention audit and implement your boundaries. For the next 7 days, track every hour. Write it down. Create a simple spreadsheet or notebook. Every evening, you document where your attention went that day. Be honest. No one sees this but you. At the end of 7 days, you analyze the data. You calculate how many hours went to creation versus consumption. How many went to your stated priorities versus distraction. How many went to building the person you want to become versus maintaining the person you've been. Then you make 3 changes. 1. Delete the app you use most for mindless consumption. The one you open without thinking. Gone. 2. Turn off all optional notifications. Every app that buzzes, pings, or interrupts you, notification off. You check on your schedule, not theirs. 3. Create 1 daily focus block where your phone is physically inaccessible. 1 hour minimum. Phone in another room. Work uninterrupted. These aren't suggestions. These are requirements. Because without control over your attention, you don't have control over your life. And this protocol is about taking control. It's not about being more productive. It's about becoming trustworthy to yourself. It's not about working harder. It's about proving you can keep your word when you give it. Because that's what mental toughness actually is. It's not the ability to do hard things once. It's the ability to consistently direct your attention and energy where you said it would go, regardless of what your impulses suggest in the moment.
You've learned to act without readiness. You've stopped performing for others. You've embraced discomfort. You've taken control of your attention. Now we address the single behavior that's been sabotaging everything else.